Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some crazy stuff to go over for the new Pokemon Home compatibility update for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Some more information has been leaked for the upcoming update, so we're going to be covering all of it today. If you're excited for the video though, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, these are the latest leaks for the Pokemon Home compatibility update, which is hopefully coming out very, very soon. It was tweeted out by Centro Leaks. Now, I know they don't have the best track record because they usually just use other people's leaks on their page, which is fair enough, but at the same time, they have actually posted correct leaks in the past for previous Pokemon Home updates, so it's basically the same source that has given them that information in the past for this time as well, if that makes sense. So this is pretty much legit if it is the same source, and I don't see why it wouldn't be. So we have Centro Leaks here tweeting out saying home update information. So the update is ready. It releases very, very soon. So this ties in very well with Riddler Q's 19 tweet, which again, May the 19th looks like it could very well be the date that the Pokemon Home update drops. We may get an announcement for it this week. Like, we may get it on the 12th, and then the update will come out on the 19th. I know that Tears of the Kingdom comes out this Friday, and so they kind of would be like, I guess, kind of combating each other, but at the same time, it's just I guess, they're not dropping the update on Friday, they'd just be like talking about the update. I mean, it might drop on Friday, you never know, but yeah, I know that Tears of the Kingdom comes out, it's just completely different things. Anyway, yeah, the update is ready though, it releases very soon. So the first time ever, you will be able to transfer Pokemon caught in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet to previous generation games. So if you do catch a Pikachu in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you will then be able to transfer that Pokemon into Pokemon Sword and Shield. Obviously, it has to be a Pokemon that exists in that previous game. You wouldn't be able to catch a Fuecoco and then transfer that into Pokemon Sword and Shield because it doesn't exist in that game. Obviously, the National Dex isn't in every single Pokemon game, so yeah, it has to be a Pokemon that exists in both of those games for it to be able to be transferred into previous generations. Then goes on to say, however, the move reset will still be a thing. Any Pokemon transferred to Scarlet and Violet will get its moves reset. So if you bring a Pokemon from any other game into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and it has a move that is not available in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it will reset the whole moveset of that Pokemon, which isn't great, is a bit annoying, but at the same time, you wouldn't be able to use the move anyway, so I guess it makes sense. And as well as that, if you do transfer it back, then it gets the moveset back. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, it is a little bit annoying. I don't know why all moves aren't just available. I get that not all Pokemon are available because of, like, there's so many animations they have to do. I don't know they have to do animations for moves as well, but I don't know, I feel like every move should be available in the game. They then go on to say mystery gift for linking Scarlet and Violet to Pokemon Home is Fuecoco, Sprigatito, and Quaxly. Nothing crazy to see here. In the past, for like BDSP home connectivity and Sword and Shield home connectivity and stuff like that, we usually are just given the starters with a hidden ability, which is a pretty cool mystery gift, don't get me wrong, especially if you don't have it. But yeah, it'd be cool if they were like shiny or something like that. That'd be really, really cool. But yeah, that is the mystery gift that comes available with the Pokemon Home update. Iron Leaves and Walking Wake won't have Pokedex entries. All they will say is that they are still under investigation. So on Pokemon Home, I'm guessing, yeah, that they won't have the Pokedex entries or anything like that, and that they'll still be under investigation, which makes it interesting because I feel like Pokemon aren't done with these two Pokemon. The fact that they are still under investigation, maybe they are going to have quite a big story plot in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, whether that be the Teal Mask or the Indigo Disc. It then says, with a Pokedex entry, we meant the flavor text. And then they go on to say, and yes, thanks for reminding us this also happened way back in Generation 2. And for the transfer to previous gens, obviously we meant that as long as the Pokemon exists in the destination, Game Let's Go is excluded from this feature. So these are all of the latest kind of leaks, I'd say, for the Pokemon Home update for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Again, we've not been given a date yet. They do say release very, very soon. I'm guessing that we might get an announcement like this Friday, and then we're going to get the actual update next Friday on the 19th. There's no other reason that Riddler would post 19. Obviously, he could have been talking like about terraforms and stuff, but I feel like now with this, it's most likely that the 19th is when we're going to be getting the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet home update. And then we have people replying, and also Centro replying here as well. So, do all the Pokemon's moves get reset, or just the ones that it can't learn in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? So, all the moves get reset. So, if you send a Pokemon across and it does have a move that is not available in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, all of the moves will be reset on that Pokemon. Again, it's not crazy because obviously in Scarlet and Violet you can easily relearn any old move, which is obviously a really useful feature. Yeah, this is something that is going to happen if you try transferring a Pokemon into Scarlet and Violet that has a move that is not available in Scarlet and Violet. Does this mean you permanently lose event moves, or can you get them back somehow outside of Scarlet and Violet? If you return it to the original game, it recovers its original moves. So yeah, if you do have an event Pokemon from like Mystery Gift or something, you send it into Scarlet and Violet, loses the moves, then you send it back into, let's say, Sword and Shield, where it originated from, it will then get back that original moveset, which is obviously really, really cool. I'm assuming that for the first time ever, you'll be able to transfer Pokemon caught in Scarlet and Violet to previous generation games is for Pokemon that weren't introduced in Scarlet and Violet. So you might be able to move over, say, Raichu, but not Pawmot, which is obviously correct. Will there be an additional gift for people who have already completed the Pokedex, or will it stay as Magearna? No new gifts. So it can be possible to send Paradox to Sinnoh. Obviously no, because they didn't those Pokemon don't exist in Sinnoh. So be able to transfer Fuecoco to Sword and Shield? No, as it doesn't exist in Sword and Shield. So that is basically the latest updates for the Pokemon Home update for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We are getting very, very close to the finish line now. Should not be too much longer at all. But again, this is some extra information about it that is obviously very, very useful to know. We have Soul Silverheart talking about this as well with a little bit more information. So saying spoilers, there's been whispers of similar points, so I do think this should be pretty accurate. Iron Leaves and Walking Wake not getting Dex entries but are still under investigation makes me think that Game Freak might not be done with them or their legendary counterparts slash groups yet, so Beasts and Swords. There's always a chance for like the legendary Beast and the legendary Swords that weren't used for like Paradox Suicune and Paradox Virizion may also get like Paradox forms as well. You don't know what's going to happen in the DLC. And then they also went on to say which is why it's very, very likely to be true. I just wanted to point out that it seems that Centro does have an unknown source for home-specific updates, as a similar update slash info was mostly correct last time we got a major home update for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Pokemon Legends Arceus integration. So it's likely this is coming from their same home source as last time and is therefore probably accurate. So this is the home source that they did in I think, yeah, this was for BDSP and Legends Arceus, so this is the same source. This is why we believe it is true. So we've received some information, etc. Pokemon Home update. The Pokeball, should I say, from Hisui will be recognized natively and shown in Home. You know, when transferring Pokemon in Legends Arceus to any other game, all its moves will be deleted. Obviously, all turned out to be true. Same thing when transferring a Pokemon from BDSP. Pokemon Go Pokemon can be moved to Sword and Shield, BDSP, and Legends Arceus. So far, doesn't seem to be any of the limitations regarding trading between the games. And then obviously regarding the alpha Pokemon and stuff, like this is all legit information. The mystery gifts were correct as well. Linking Home was Turtwig, Chimchar, Piplup, Rowlet, Cyndaquil, Oshawott. This is all turned out to be true for the BDSP and Legends Arceus home integration. So again, this is why it's very, very likely to be the same source. And this is why it's also very likely to be true. Also went on to say an announcement tomorrow or Thursday slash Friday for Scarlet and Violet slash home, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and home integration coming next week, May 19th, as Riddled seems very likely now. In the past, the Pokemon Company have announced an update like this a week before, plus Q did suggest something happening on the 19th. So yeah, I mean, obviously I'm recording this before any kind of Pokemon Home announcement. If Pokemon Home is announced, and obviously I'll still upload this because obviously there's leaks and stuff about the Scarlet and Violet stuff. But yeah, by the time this goes up, you never know. Pokemon Home may have already been announced. I highly doubt it. I think it is going to get announced like Thursday, Friday. And obviously this is going up on the Wednesday. But either way, very, very close. And as Soul Silverheart has said, in the past, they have announced it a week prior. So this was posted by Amy at Japan, saying last year the Pokemon Company announced the update a week in advance. If the update is on the 19th, the announcement may be on the 12th. And this is the announcement. Obviously, as you can see, it was on the 12th, and then they obviously posted it on the 19th. So I could see something like that happening. I don't think they would just shadow drop Pokemon Home, and I don't think they would shadow drop it on this Friday where Tears of the Kingdom comes out. I think an announcement is fine, because obviously that's not going to take up anybody's time. It's just seeing the announcement, and then when it actually drops will be hopefully on the Friday on the 19th, which makes sense. It's what Riddler Coup posted. I don't know, but it's some cool extra information about the Pokemon Home update. I'm excited. I feel like it's very, very much on the horizon. I don't know what this means for the other 7-star raids, because some people assumed that we were going to get all the Pokemon transferable, well, the starter Pokemon transferable through Pokemon Home in Scarlet and Violet as 7-star raids before we got the Pokemon Home update. But obviously we're on Chestnut this weekend, and then after that we still have Delphox and Rillaboom left, but it looks like Pokemon Home is going to be out before then. So let me know your thoughts on the latest Pokemon Home connectivity update leaks. Again, I'm pretty fine with everything. I mean, like, obviously resetting the moves and stuff, like, it is annoying, but like, it's understandable. You can't use those moves anyway. The mystery gifts aren't really that shocking. I like the idea of Iron Leaves and Walking Wake like still being under investigation. I feel like we're not seeing the end of those guys. Yeah, that's basically everything. So yeah, obviously if we get some sort of Pokemon Home announcement, obviously I'll be uploading that and letting you guys know as soon as we get it. But yeah, honestly, any day now. I feel like there's a lot of Pokemon stuff happening this week, because on Friday we still have the anime thing as well to take a look at. Hopefully there's a new Pokemon in that Pokeball from Roy, but either way, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really does help out. Again, leave a comment with your thoughts on the latest leak updates for the Pokemon Home connectivity. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.